My nephew claimed the mural I painted. The library's roof camera showed who worked every night. I've painted signs and public murals around Bellwether for more than 30 years. Most jobs begin with a blank wall, a paper cup of coffee, and someone asking whether blue can feel warmer. Last spring, our library hired me to replace a peeling advertisement beside the children's entrance. My design showed the river curling through town, with tiny storybook animals hidden among the buildings. The committee approved my sketches. Director Naomi signed the contract with me, and the first payment covered paint and scaffolding. My nephew Caleb had just lost a junior design job. He asked if he could help and photograph the process for his portfolio. I said, "You can prepare the wall and document the work. I'll pay you for every evening you're here." He hugged me and promised he understood. For the first week, Caleb washed brick, rolled primer, and carried buckets. After that, he mostly arrived near sunset, took polished photographs, and left before cleanup. I didn't mind. I enjoyed the quiet hours above the sidewalk, painting windows while the bakery across the street closed. Then friends began sending me Caleb's posts. Each photograph cropped me out. His captions said he was bringing Bellwether's forgotten wall back to life. I called him after one showed my finished riverboat. "That wording makes it sound like the mural is yours," I said. "It's portfolio language, Aunt June," he replied. "Everyone knows you're supervising." I told him supervision wasn't the same as painting. He promised to fix the captions, but he only removed my comments. 3 days before the opening, Naomi asked me to visit her office. An invoice from Caleb Hart Studio sat beside my contract. It requested the entire remaining payment. Caleb had written that my shoulder couldn't manage the scaffold, so I had transferred creative control to him. He had also sent the plaque printer a new proof. My name was gone. I felt embarrassed before I felt angry. I had invited him onto the wall because I wanted him to have useful work. That evening, our family chat filled with messages. Caleb said, "I'd been proud to hand him the project." My brother Martin asked me not to humiliate his son over a small credit adjustment. I replied once, "The library has my contract. I'll speak with them tomorrow." Caleb came too. He brought enlarged progress photographs and arranged them across Naomi's table like evidence. "I reworked her old concept," he said. "Those pictures prove I managed the project." They proved he knew where to stand with a camera. They didn't show who held the brush. Naomi studied one picture, then looked toward the windows. Months earlier, roofers had installed a weather camera to monitor a leak above the mural wall. The camera saved a silent image every few minutes. The library's facilities manager still had the complete archive. We watched it as a time-lapse in the meeting room. Night after night, I climbed the scaffold, mixed colors, drew the grid, and painted until the streetlights came on. Caleb appeared carrying primer on the first evenings. Later, he appeared briefly to photograph my work. One frame even showed him holding his phone while I finished the riverboat behind him. Nobody needed to raise a voice. Naomi rejected his invoice and sent the original contract to the printer. She also asked Caleb to remove every post that described the mural as his commission. Martin called it a misunderstanding. I sent him the replacement plaque proof and didn't argue. At the opening, Caleb stayed away. Naomi introduced me, but I kept my remarks short. I thanked the library staff, the paint supplier, and the children who had suggested hidden animals. A little girl found the blue heron near the roofline. I watched her point it out and let my name stay where it belonged.